Good afternoon. Welcome to Fridays with Friends. My name is Geraldine DiBianchi. I am the Mobile Justice Squad attorney in the Senior Citizen Law Project of Coast to Coast Legal Aid. Joining us today is Elisaveta Alexieva. She's an attorney at Legal Aid Services of Broward County. She works in the Children's Advocacy Program and works under the Kinship Project. Welcome, Elisaveta.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much.
My name is Elisaveta Alexieva. I'm the senior attorney at the Kinship Project. So we are part of the Children Advocacy Project, but we're the only project within the Children Advocacy Program who do not represent children directly. We represent caregivers. We are sponsored by the Children's Services Council, and our mission is to provide essential legal services to caregivers in order to stabilize familiar relationships when the parent is not the primary caregiver in the home. We provide a wide range of services, including temporary custody, adoption, guardianship advocacy, guardianship. We also provide wills and advanced directives and healthcare surrogate drafting for our clients. We are tailored to meet the unique needs of each family that comes to our door. The type of requirements for who we serve is, as I said, we serve the caregivers. They need to live in Broward County. They need to be caring for a child or a young adult. If the person in their care is over the age of 18, the individual must have some type of special need or disability. And in that case, we would accept caregivers with youth in their care up to the age of 22. Mm-hmm. And since it is oftentimes ungrateful situation for caregivers to be caring and devoting their lives to the children in their care, we sometimes celebrate them. Kinship is the National Kinship, September is the National Kinship Awareness Month. And to celebrate our clients, we have a conference annually, even though during COVID, it wasn't happening. Mm-hmm. But we have a conference where we provide fun activities, lunch, breakfast, respite care, fun for the children, different types of workshops for the adults and for the children. This year, our event is taking place this Saturday, September 28th. Now, what I need to also tell you about our program is that our referral system is a little bit different. We do not take walk-ins. We don't have people referred to us by any other than the approved partners that we partner with. Who are also sponsored by Children's Services Council. At this time, our referrals must come from Kids in Distress, Harmony Development Center, or Memorial. All of these providers have a caseworker in the home. So that way, all the caregivers that come through my door, they have already been assessed. Somebody has been in the home, and when we represent them to make sure that the system of dependency care doesn't get involved, we already know that the placement with a relative or non-relative has already been assessed, and it's a positive placement for the child. There are 6 people working under my unit, 3 attorneys, 2 in family court who do temporary custody and adoptions, and 1 in probate court, guardian advocacy, guardianships. That's our brand new program. So we haven't had much cases in that regard. We also have 2 paralegals and administrative assistant. We speak multiple languages. We can provide services to families whose primary language is Spanish, Creole, and English. Bulgarian too, even though I haven't had a client that I can speak Bulgarian to yet. I think that's what I can tell you about our program. If you have any questions, I'm glad to respond.
Well, tell us what the process is. And I know clients like to ask me as well. How long does it take? But I mean, there has to be some kind of, they walk in from that moment. Does it become immediate guardianship? How does the process begin and play out? Not necessarily timeline wise, but step by step to give us a lifetime of one of these cases.
Well, it makes difference whether they're contested or uncontested, but the way we start is we get a referral for one of our partner agencies where they provide a number of documents which we review prior to the intake. Then we have an intake where an attorney will meet with the family and we'll go over a questionnaire to make sure what is the proper service for that family. We not only assess what type of custodial arrangement is best, we also assess whether we can refer them to any other services, including the services at Coast to Coast or other services at Legal Aid or any other services in the community that might be appropriate for the family. And after the intake, we send them a retainer agreement and other documents that they need to sign before we can start working on the case. If we have parents who are in agreement with the situation and we can get an agreement and consent in writing and waiver of service, it can be a relatively quick case because we draft a petition, we file it with the court, and we go to an uncontested hearing as soon as we get an assigned judge, which could possibly take place within 3-4 months from the time we get the referral if we get all the documents on time. If, however, we have a parent who is not in agreement with, let's say, temporary custody, then we need to prove that the parent has either abused, abandoned, or neglected the minor child. So as in any contested case, we have to gather evidence, we have to go to mediation, as it's the practice of all the judges in family court, and eventually, if we don't settle, we'll have to go to trial. And those are the types of cases that might take sometimes a year to complete.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you make a difference in many lives. So much appreciated, especially the lives of children, which are most important. So we thank you for it. And I know that we will be participating in your Kinship Conference this Saturday. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And so that the viewers out there that know our services as a member of the senior law unit, where we normally our limit is 60 and older. We serve the seniors in Broward County, free civil legal services. But we do have one grant, what we call the grandparent or relative caregiver grant, or our program, where we are able to provide the same services that we do to our seniors 60 and older, to those who are 55 and older, who are the primary caregiver of a minor child in their home. And our services, of course, are in the area of consumer law, housing, public benefits, naturalization, and abuse and exploitation. So we do have that where we are part of the kinship as well with our grandparent caregiver grant. So we appreciate you inviting us and having us there, and for you to shine a spotlight on these people that deserve a lot of accolades for what they do for intervening and protecting the lives of children. So thank you so much. I appreciate your time today. Is there anything else you want to share with us? Maybe contact information, how they get to you directly, or an intake number? Do you have anything?
I mean, I do have my contact information if somebody's interested, and then if need be, I can loop them through one of our participating agencies, as I would need to get a referral. But my office number is 954-736-2435, and I'm glad to answer any questions.
Okay, and they could go to your website to apply for services as well, for any of your services, correct? Not just the children's program. Okay, very good. And what is that website?
So it's browardlegalaid.org for legal aid. And if you want to specifically go to our program, to the Kinship Project, it's browardlegalaid.org/kinship.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Elisaveta, for joining us today and taking this time to speak with us and to our viewers. And to our viewers out there, thank you so much for watching. As always, tune in on Thursdays at noon on Facebook for Legal Learning, Fridays at noon for Fridays with Friends. You could follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We have a YouTube channel, and I think there's a TikTok coming our way soon, so let's look out for that. And you could always apply for our services directly on our website, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at coasttocoastlegalaid.org. Thank you so much.
Thank you.